Legends professionally for 7 years. Now I'm a full-time content creator and coach for all ranks Iron through to Challenger. So if you want more information of what a coaching session with me will look like, you can find more information by following the link in the video description below. We're going to start off by looking at a Grandmaster game where Blue Team ends up getting a 20-minute Baron. Great job, Blue Team. Now pay attention to what each player does after the Baron is taken. Watch as they all quickly fan out to cover the whole map, and especially take note that every single minion wave is being pushed out here, and each player is filling the gaps left by their teammates in doing so. Now is exactly 1 minute after the Baron died. Look at the state of the map. Blue Team has all 3 lanes pushed up until their enemy's base, and is giving them a ton of vision and map pressure. They have a ton of different options of lanes to rotate to if they encounter too strong of a defense somewhere. Now let's compare that to a game of Gold Elo, where 25 minutes in a Red Team gets a Baron. This is much later in the game than our Grandmaster players were, so Red Team should have an easier time closing the game out with more items and longer death timers. Let's see how they do. Instantly we see our first difference. After the Baron, everyone on Red Team recalls, including the Shyvana, who ends up buying nothing because she only had 700 gold and her inventory was full. Then notice Red Team's proximity to mid, the lack of attention being given to minion waves. Even now after pushing mid, they completely forget about the wave and instead run into bot river and start a random fight. Now at this moment it's been exactly 1 minute since Red Team killed the Baron. Take note of where their waves are. Not a single minion wave is even past the river. For reference, this is 1 minute post Baron in the Grandmaster game. Now back to our gold game. You can see the difference. Our Red Team did go on to ace the entire enemy team and win this team fight, but at the moment that they did, you realized the fight had happened so far away from the enemy base, and without waves ready, all we could do was take a dragon and recall. Red Team goes on to get a second Baron at 31 minutes in this game, and funnily enough, this time, their strategy of ARM mid and fight in the jungle actually works. It's clear that after 30 minutes, because of death timers and champions dealing more damage, it's not necessary to play with multiple waves. After getting the teamfight win, they simply run up mid with just a few minions, and end the game just seconds later. Now the Blue Team's death times are longer, and champions have more damage, our Red Team can get away with bad macro, and that's how they're able to end the game. Now of course, many of these problems are team-wide, and it's difficult for just one person to completely solve them all.